for live number 2 this early morning, 3 o'clock Friday morning. Hope you all are well, staying warm. Thanks for hanging in with a queen. I've decided to bring you all sad information to a very horrific crime that took place in Louisiana. I will wait for some of you to get into the chat and rejoin me. Sorry that you're not getting notifications from YouTube. I don't know why you all are not receiving notifications, but this is crazy nonsense. Of course, it's YouTube, to be expected. Cheers. I decided to get me a drink because I know I'm going to need it. Oh my goodness, I'm going to need it. 4 in the room, thanks for joining me. Thanks for you all coming back. I really appreciate it. Oh, mercy. God help us. I decided to bring you all another story because I had to get off that, California City story. Thank you, Nitra. Thank you, Nitra. Okay, Nitra, you can put my super chat thing at the bottom so people know not to super chat me. Hola. Hola, baby. How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Sorry I got this. Had to put the phone closer because I had my other little device to read off of. Now put the phone back up here in just a second. Okay. Got 10 in the room, 6 thumbs up. Thanks for joining me. Woo, what y'all doing up? Okay, Life with Mercy. So you checked out the story. Good. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, A. Miller. Don't worry about it, baby. Anybody else want to join us? 11 in the room. All right, Marsha. I'm trying to let a few more people get in the room so I can get this story crunk. Oh, Lord. She's a nice-looking lady. Damn. Now, her child's been left behind. Somebody's got to raise her kid. This is crazy. No PayPal. Sorry. Sorry. I guess I'm going to have to look into that because some of you have mentioned that PayPal. Somebody else mentioned Venmo. Okay. 10 in the room. Want to send you a birthday gift next week. Well, I guess you're going to have to get a cash out, but it won't come in time, that card. It won't come in time because you got to let the card come, I guess. I don't know how it goes. I don't know about sending the money, honey. I don't know. I have never sent anything through there. I've always received, family sent me stuff. Woo! 14 in the room. Hey, everybody. No super chats during this live. Thank you. YouTube takes the money, so I don't want you to super chat me during the lives. You are free to donate to the channel by Cash App, $ Big Angie 129. Okay. I got 14 in the room. I'll go ahead and get crunk because it is late. And I don't want to keep none of you all up in case some of you pilgrims got to get up and go chase that monkey in the morning. All right, you guys, this said information is by people, and it's going to go kind of like this. Let's see how I can do this. Okay, Lakita, you did? Okay. Louisiana assistant principal allegedly killed pregnant teacher, then left victim's daughter, 3 in the car. If you need verification for the story, this was uploaded 12/10/2020. A Louisiana man formerly employed as assistant principal has been indicted a second time by a second grand jury for allegedly murdering a pregnant colleague back in 2016. And there's also a photo of the victim inside of this article. On Tuesday, a grand jury in Iberville Parish indicted Robert J. Marks, 42, on charges of second-degree murder, feticide, kidnapping, aggravated kidnapping of a child, obstruction of justice, and multiple gun-related offenses. Mark is accused of killing Lintel Washington, who was a teacher. Online prison records confirmed the charges. According to WAFB, Marks was initially indicted by grand jurors in East Baton Rouge Parish. However, a judge recently ruled the case should be moved to Iberville Parish, where Washington's body was found, the station reports. Washington's body was found in a ditch in Rosedale, according to investigators, who believe she was actually fatally shot in East Baton Rouge Parish. Marks, who has long maintained his innocence, was initially charged in East Baton Rouge Parish with murder and feticide. WAFB reports that the initial charges Marks had been facing were dropped following Tuesday's indictment in the nearby parish. Washington was 40 when she was killed and 7 months pregnant, allegedly with Mark's child, reports the Advocate. Marks was married at the time. Authorities allege that after disposing of the victim's body, Marks drove Washington's car to her neighborhood, parking it and leaving her 3-year-old daughter inside, the Advocate reports. Police discovered the little girl wandering on her own, not far from the vehicle. She had her mother's blood on her feet and allegedly identified Marks as her mom's killer. Okay. We believe that once he has his day in court, a jury will convict him, the 18th Judicial District Assistant District Attorney Tony Clayton told the Advocate after Tuesday's hearing. Marks is being held on an $885,000 bond. He has yet to enter formal pleas to the newly filed charges. A lawyer who might comment on his behalf wasn't immediately identified. Following his indictment in fall of 2016, Marks was fired from his position as an assistant principal at Brookstown Middle Magnet in Baton Rouge. Washington had worked there as an instructional specialist. And if you need verification for this storyline, please log on to People. So let me recap what I just read you. These are African American people. It is alleged that this woman was having an affair with this married assistant principal. Obviously, they worked at the same school. She also had a daughter who was 3 years old. It is alleged that she was dumped in a ditch. Hold on a second. Let me pull it back up. Let's see, get it right. He disposed of her body in a ditch, leaving behind her 3-year-old daughter, and he took her car to a neighboring neighborhood. I said it was a parking lot where the child was wandering around. When you watch it on that True Crime Daily, you pull it up with Miss Garcia. That's where I got the story from. And there's a lot of hanky-panky going on with the jurisdiction. That's why this case was such a big problem. It says authorities allege that after disposing of the victim's body, Marks drove Washington's car to her neighborhood, parking it and leaving her 3-year-old daughter inside. Police discovered the little girl wandering on her own, not far from the vehicle. She had blood on her feet that belonged to her mother and allegedly identified Mr. Marks as her mom's killer. And when you go to the True Crime Daily podcast on YouTube, sorry, eyes watering, they will give you information that the child knew him because she called him Mr. Robbie, and his name is Robert. So somebody gave that name to the child. Either it was her mother or it was Mr. Marks. So it shows you they had some interaction, the deceased and the defendant. And the child was calling him Mr. Robbie from this podcast that you can verify on YouTube through the True Crime Daily network. So the issue with why it's taking so long for this child to come to fruition is because of the jurisdictions of where she was allegedly dumped and found. And as you see, he's charged with second-degree murder, feticide, because she was 7 months pregnant. It is believed that he's the father of the child, kidnapping, aggravated kidnapping of a child, obstruction of justice, and multiple gun-related offenses. It is also said that she was shot in the head. So obviously he shot her point blank range inside of the car. I do believe he met with her at the store, wherever it was. I think it was deliberate, premeditated. He didn't like what she had to say. It's alleging that she was sending him messages that she was going to tell his wife about their affair if he didn't, I don't know, stand up, leave the wife, whatever. And so I think he told her, come on, meet me over at such and such so we could talk. I'm sure that's going to be his defense. We just went to talk. Oh, you're probably just going to deny it altogether. But somewhere in the meeting, that meeting had to have left the Walmart, allegedly, and went to another location. And he killed her one place, dumped her body over in this place, then drove her car to the next place, and left that car in her neighborhood with her 3-year-old child inside of the damn car. So he's accused of killing 2 people, her and the unborn fetus. And as it says here, reports that the initial charges Marks had been facing were dropped following Tuesday's indictment in the nearby parish. So see, that's what's been the issue, is deciding which jurisdiction to charge him in. Because we're talking about several jurisdictions pertaining to this story. He was a assistant principal at Brookstown Middle Magnet in Baton Rouge, and she also was a instructional specialist at this said school. I want to go back and recap. 23 in the room, 12 thumbs up. Thank you all so much for joining me. Back again in this early morning. Okay, so this is his second grand jury indictment. Jesus Christ, this story is crazy. For allegedly murdering a pregnant colleague back in 2016. She was a nice looking young lady. 40 years old. Mr. Marks, Robert J. Marks, is 42 years of age. He's held on an $885,000 bond for the murder of Miss Lintel Washington and her unborn fetus. Now my screen's acting stupid. Okay. All right. That's enough. What do y'all think? This is crazy. It's wicked. Okay, I'm going to read y'all comments. How sad for the little girl. Can imagine what she saw. The story is heartbreaking. I think there was a similar case in Florida, 2019. So sad, praying for the baby. The man didn't want his wife to know about the affair, but he thought killing her would not expose the affair. Right, because it's out now. So devastating that she was pregnant, leaving her 3-year-old behind. To imagine what the little girl saw. Yes, well, she called him by his name. Poor baby, praying for justice and healing for this child. Okay, those are the said comments in the chat. I've got now 26 viewers on this new case to discuss with you guys. Thanks for joining me in the wee hours. God bless all of you for hanging in with the queen and subscribing and liking and sharing. Okay, let's roll with it. Bring the comments on. Let's go. What was said in the podcast, if you all log over to the True Crime Daily with Miss Garcia, she's filming from her home. The child called him Miss Robbie, called him Mr. Robbie. So, just jumped on. Best way to end my night. Okay, Jenny, thanks for coming in, honey. Obviously, the child has been around Mr. Robert. His name is Robert. Anyone can use common sense that Robbie is short for Robert. The child knew him. She identified him as the murderer that shot her mommy. Okay? 3 years old. 3 years old is swift today, honey. Let's keep it real. 3 years old. They can talk. They can eat. They can speak. So the child has identified Mr. Robbie. And common sense will tell you they'll bring him in, brought him in for lineup, take the little girl to the glass, point out the man you saw shot mommy. It is also stated that the child said, mommy's been dumped in a lake. Well, she had enough sense to know she saw water where her mommy was dumped out. This is a cold Negro. Yeah, and I got a little crunk this morning now. This is a cold Negro to go meet this woman. And let's just say hypothetical. He just wanted to talk to her to get an understanding. What happened, let's say hypothetical, what happened in that meeting in the cars to where you said, okay, she's not listening. She's steadfast on exposing me to my wife, school. Who knows? She could have threatened to tell the people at his job. I mean, he had a prestigious position in the school, assistant principal. To me, that's a prestigious position because you are, revered as somebody allegedly professional, a mentor, whatever. You work in the school system. You wouldn't want that out in the school system. The teachers knowing, the community, the parents, the school board. You see how it can elevate up to be a problem. You also married. Did he have children? Did he go to church? All those things I'm sure went through Mr. Robert's mind. Everybody gonna know my business. This heifer keep talking. Who else has she probably told she and I been having an affair, sleeping around? So he thought to himself, this conversation's not going well. Hypothetically, I got to get rid of she. So he done went and dumped her over here, took the car over here, and left the car over here with her child in it. This is crazy to me. Well, murdering people from your own sins is never the answer. I think you know that from the stuff I discuss on this channel. How's killing somebody going to solve your problem? Because now you have to tell yourself you can now be a suspect in a crime. So how have you won? You see, you was worried about being outed, your house of cards falling down. But I'd rather have the house of cards fall down as the cheater versus the murderer. Stay with me. You can live through the cheating allegations, even if she decided to go ham and risk her own job and say, he been sleeping with me and da-da-da-da-da. He can always go find another job somewhere if somebody will hire him. You see where I'm going? But what is the exchange now for Mr. Marks? Because he's in jail on almost $1 million bond. Because they didn't say he was free. So what was your even swap? You have took a life versus another life in the stomach of the womb. And now you are charged with 2 murders. And everybody in America knowing that you 9 times out of 10 killed that lady. You cheated on her. You cheated with her on your wife. You got her pregnant. You left a 3-year-old in the car. Negro, you are foul. But like they said in that podcast, that guy who spoke, and I want you to check that out on the True Crime Daily channel. He has been using women. He finds vulnerable women to use and manipulate. He's a sociopath. He's probably been lying most of his life. He's probably been cheating most of his life. And he found him a cutie pie to hook up with at his school. And when the shit got hot, he knocked her off, her and that 7-month-old baby in her tummy. And we want to thank you, Mr. Marks, for sparing the 3-year-old. Thank you so kindly. What in the you-know-what? Now somebody has to raise a 3-year-old and explain to her when she's able to understand what took place in that car, why her mommy is no longer around. Well, Nietzsche, they probably did know. But guess what? Like I said, gossip is one thing. You can overcome gossip at some point in your life. It can get real ugly depending on what you've been accused of doing. But guess what? I'd rather go through the gossip than stand in jail for murder. Because like they say, talk is cheap. And I ain't saying that you can't go downhill from gossip. That's true about you. But it still beats standing up, trying to prove your innocence to 12 members of a jury that you do not know and give up your entire life. But the swap is that you chose that. Cherie, he has traumatized 2 families by his actions. Yes, he has. And I'm just sitting here trying to tell myself, why in the world? Damn, sweetie. He was married. Did he tell you he's going to leave his wife? Probably not. Who knows? These men, they'll lie and say anything. Yeah, I love you. You everything. You different than her. You blah, blah, blah. You smell good. Oh, she do this. You know how they do? They love to complain about what the wife ain't doing. Well, Negro, you don't like it. What's wrong with your 2 feet? Just leave. Well, that's what I'm saying here, psycho. Yeah, because you kill somebody in front of their child. Yeah, you off the chain. The lifelong PTSD that poor baby's going life with. Yes. So, who knows what conversations they've had. Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm pregnant. What you gonna do? You gonna leave your wife? No, I'm not gonna leave my wife. You know I told you I wasn't leaving my wife. What's up? You need to get an abortion. Ain't no telling what kind of conversations they had. He probably gonna use his snapped in the moment. Well, you can't say you snapped because you went too many places, meeting over here, dumping the body over here. You took the car over here. That's the reason why they ain't went to trial yet, because it was so many different jurisdictions. Well, he ain't gonna care. He ain't gonna have no regard for nobody. He got what he wanted. He got him some free sex. And then guess what? The free sex turned on him. And it became a due bill. You see where I'm going. And now he feeling some type of way. Oh, no, you can't tell my wife. Ooh, what you doing? No. Don't do that. Don't tell my wife. So it's like, okay, she threatened to tell my wife. Well, I got to put her down. As they say, a dead man don't tell no tales. 7 months. 7 months pregnant. 7 months pregnant. This is horrific. Horrific. And it's sad that she got herself wrapped up with this man. And like I said, who knows the conversations that they had, but this is sickening. That she would still carry that baby up to 7 months. Knowing he's married, and 9 times out of 10, he told her he wasn't leaving his wife. But guess what? 20 minutes in, the wife is standing by him. Hello. Did you hear that? I saved the best for last. They said in the podcast, she's standing by her man. I love my husband. I love him. You go on, Miss Seeley. You said it. She crazy too. Look, you go ahead, Miss Seeley. You go on with Mister. You and Mister go right ahead. Because I cannot. So you going to be a fool and stick by this man who just murdered a woman and her child. And it didn't dawn on you that if you ever get flipped with homeboy, he would do the same to you. Stay woke. I done heard it all. When I saw that podcast the other night, I couldn't even go to bed. I was up in the wee hours like I'm up now. I was up late. Later than this probably 4 or 5 in the morning. That podcast came up on my queue in YouTube, and I said, oh, I got to check this story out. And I'm glad I stayed up, because I said, oh, that's my story to bring to the fans. Baby, bye. Will she have his back? I don't know, Nitra. She's crazy. I'd say bye, Felicia. Kick rocks. You on your own. Cherie, you a mess. But see, this is how women get duped. You're enamored that somebody's talking to you, liking you, phoning you, texting you, great sex. Yeah, we're going to throw all that in there because we grown folks, and it's the witching hour, so we can go there. Everything's good. He look good. He smell good. He's complimenting you. But then when it gets real serious, such as getting swole in your tummy, now I can't do that, homegirl. I can't do no babies. And I won't doubt that he told her to get an abortion. Yeah, we're going to go there. I'm sure he told her, you should get an abortion because you can't bring that baby here. How am I going to explain a baby to my wife? Well, Queen, that's another subject. Did she know he was having an affair with she, Miss Lintel? Or she thought he was having an affair with somebody? Because I'm sure they will speak on messages, have witnesses. Oh, I'm sure. You know she's told a good friend she's been sleeping around with this man. Ditched him by now. Well, all I can say is this is going to be an interesting story. And I would love to get a bullseye view of this in the courtroom. This is one court trial I would like to follow. Because I want to see this Negro on the stand. I want to see how he holds up in court. I want to see who they bring in. I want to see if they're going to let the little girl testify. I want to see it all on this one. Now, I used to be an avid court fan back in the early 2000s. But this one right here, I want to see this one. Well, yeah, he spared the 3-year-old. But guess what? Somebody got to take care of her now. Somebody had to step in and take care of a 3-year-old. And you've seen how tumultuous that can be with all that we've discussed on this channel pertaining to children going into foster care, adoption. This case is, it's a toss-up too, because now somebody has to take care of this 3-year-old. Are they going to do right by the 3-year-old? Because it's nothing like your own mom and daddy. Where is her father at? The biological father of that child. Is he in the child's life? Because let's think about that. Here's a woman who was what, 40 years old with a 3-year-old. She didn't have no husband. So where's the daddy to that little girl? This a hot mess. And this woman was a professional. She was a teacher who got pregnant with a little one by another man. Let's keep it 100 now. Let's stay woke in the gallery. She was 40 years old with this baby without a husband. Now you sleeping with this married man. And then got swole and allegedly gave him an ultimatum. We don't know if it's true or not. She probably was in love with him, infatuated, enamored. You know the queen gonna use all the words because we as women will swear for God we in love, but it ain't love. It's usually never love. You just been bamboozled by the sex. He didn't have no harm to the lady. He couldn't ever relinquish his rights. Well, this is a crazy, crazy story. I thought I'd bring it to you because I said, oh, I got a story for the fans. We're going to break up the children drama. We're going to go to the grown folks drama. Choices. We all have sinned and fornicated. We all have made mistakes. We all have dated people that were no good. Dated men that had a woman. Dated a man married. Dated somebody getting a divorce. You know, all the lies they spin. But this is just sickening because he didn't have no business killing that woman. Worst case scenario, he should have just cut her off, went to his wife and told her, hey, I've been sleeping around with this lady. She now says she's pregnant. I'm going to wait till it's time that she gets a DNA test and roll with that. If you don't want to stick by me, I'll understand. Well, Cherie, that's the whole point I'm trying to make is that we got to hope she has somebody decent enough left behind to take care of her 3-year-old. Yeah, professional. But see, Hearts, that's why I keep telling you all about why you don't know people. You see, imagine what those people in the community are thinking about these two. She's a teacher with a kid, no husband, sleeping with a married man and a school teacher, and they work at the same place. Do you see how messy this is? That's probably a small town down there in Louisiana. Everybody in their business, they know everything now. She dead. Somebody had to take the 3-year-old. He crying and moaning to his wife. Oh, I ain't do nothing. I ain't no art. When we already know the record's going to show it. You got a 3-year-old calling him by a nickname. Where the hell did the 3-year-old get that nickname from? Because you gave it to her. Or her mama told her to call you Mr. Robbie. Y'all better stay woke out here. Right. Unnecessary foolishness. Now a 3-year-old is being raised by I don't know who. This black man is now incarcerated on almost $1 million bond. He got a goofy wife standing beside him. God forbid they got children. He lost his job at the schoolhouse. Are you following me? This is a mess with a capital M. Crooked letter SS. Tasha, baby, how you doing? This is horrible. 41 in the room, 19 thumbs up. Please don't super chat a queen. We do not want to give YouTube the money. They take a portion from the super chat, so please no super chats. But if you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129. Thanks a lot. But this is what's baffling. You don't know people. I'm going to say this until the day I stay off of YouTube. All these stories are similar, if you've noticed. All these true crime stories are similar. There's always somebody walking around in sheep's clothing pretending to be something that he or she is not. And then you look up and see the headlines. Woman accused of killing man. Man accused of killing woman. Man and woman accused of killing child. It's all the same. These people are diabolical. And somebody laid with these people. Allegedly, this woman is still supporting this Negro. Now, this is a 42-day-old article. So that's a month and a half. Why she wants to support this dusty man, I do not know. But I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't want him. I'd file for a divorce. And trust me, a judge will grant it quickly. And I'd get my little luggage and my little fine stuff. And I'd hightail it on where I'm going. And he could not reach a me. And don't send your mammy or your pappy through a phone call. Because I'm not receiving calls from an inmate. Bye, Felicia. No, ma'am. Because he could have honored his wife and stayed with her and did right by her. This is sickening. This is so sickening. And I'm wondering if they have children. Can you imagine growing up with a mother or father that's murdered somebody for no reason? You just snuffed out somebody for no reason. Quan, I want to tell you about my cousin that was in foster care. She was being abused and molested by an AP father. He was finally convicted 3-4 years ago. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You're like, Tasha, why you gonna bring this depressing stuff? I'm already talking about something depressing already, Tasha. Jenny said, I know this story too well. Why, Jenny? How you know? What you saying to us, baby? 44 in the room. Thanks for joining me on this late morning in the high 10. I said to myself, man, I'm telling you, when I watched it, I was just like, damn, this is crazy. Oh, my son was murdered at 8 months by his father. Oh, my gosh. Really? Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. How long ago was that? Why y'all trying to make me depressed? Just got through talking about them other kids. I guess one of my fans told me the other day, you might need to start talking about happy stuff. Oh, 2012. Okay. Well, Cherie lost her child 2012. We believe that she's no longer living. She's in the chat right now. Miss Cherie, raise your hand. Her daughter went missing January 7, 2012 out of California City. Well, see, you don't know people. Cherie, you still in the chat? So we're going to have to talk. Jenny, you're going to have to reach me on IG when I get my other device next week. And I'll let you, if you want to go live and tell your story next week, you can reach me on IG, Big Sexy 71, and you can spin me the story of how your child passed away. If you want to talk about it, where everybody in the chat can hear your story. Okay. Big Sexy. I can't remember my own thing. What? Big Sexy 71. Golly. I had all these numbers. I get confused. Yeah. If you want to share it with the chat, your story, we can get together and we can share your story. My eyes are watering. My allergies is horrible. But this is a terrible story. And you know, oh, I'll never be public with it. Okay. That's fine. Well, it's up to you what you want to do. I mean, nobody has to see your face. They can just hear your voice if you just want to relay it that way. And they don't have to know your full name. You know, oh Lord, now what this fool wants, sending a damn video at 4 o'clock. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, if she wants to share her story, she's welcome. Like I said, nobody has to know who she is. Her face doesn't have to be seen, nor does her government name have to be revealed. She don't have to give her... Sorry about that. Kept saying the app closes, so I had to send a report back. This is for, I don't know what the world's going on. I can't get a good conversation going for nothing. It's sick, man. 22 in the room, 28 thumbs up. Thanks for joining me. Well, these are the things that go on. Bump in the night, horrible stories. You're welcome, baby. You just don't know people. You know, I had told you all about a week ago that my mother's baby sister, many moons ago in Memphis, Tennessee, she was murdered by her lover. My mother's baby sister was having an affair with a married man, if I'm not mistaken, and he murdered her. I believe it was outside a little lounge or something down in Memphis, Tennessee. That's probably the early 70s. So she left behind a child, a small toddler herself. So, you know, so many terrible things go on with people. You know, you don't know people. And I don't know what was said between my auntie and this man, what type of words they had, but he felt the need to kill her and didn't care about nobody seeing. So, you know, you have some very sick people out here. Very, very sick people. And they don't mind getting you gone. They don't mind harming your children. They don't mind harming even people that know you. Could be your relatives. Could be your friend. I've seen a case like that. A lady was trying to get away from her, I believe it was her husband, boyfriend or husband. And he ended up following her to a friend's house. And I thought, damn, why didn't you go stay somewhere else? Why would you go to your friend's house? You don't go to your friend's house. You trying to get away from a man. And I be damned, he went up in there, busted in the house. I believe he shot the friend, her girlfriend. I was just like, man, how can you be this crazy? Somebody don't want you no more because you don't know how to treat them. Now you want to kill their friends and family? Just sad. What I tell you, you don't know people. There's some crazy people out here. Just crazy as hell. It's like, what is wrong with you crazy people out here? But I hate to hear that, honey. But that's the sad information out of Louisiana. A very tragic story of a woman who got herself tangled up with a married man who also was her co-worker at a school. He was assistant principal. She was an instructional specialist. And somehow these two hooked up. She got pregnant. And the rest is history. Excuse me. 39 minutes into this chat. Thanks for joining me this early Friday morning. I can't believe y'all up watching the Queen talking about this madness. Yes, Queen, you said it. 2021 show making an entrance. You got that right. I don't know what's going on. It's just like, whew. Then there's something that went on in Oregon. Was it yesterday? The folks vandalizing the Democratic building out there in Oregon and putting graffiti up there and breaking out the windows. You people are just sick out here. Grow up. Everybody got problems. Everybody don't like something going on in the world. But you just don't go out here and shoot and kill people, break out windows, breaking people's houses, storm the Capitol. These folks need to get it together out here because you're wasting your life on some bullshit. And it needs to stop. Sickening. I've never seen such bitter, angry people in all my life. It's sad. Everybody's so mad and angry. Yeah, we all got something going on. We all got something we don't like about life. Some of us, you know, are unhappy, unhappily married, unhappy with your children, unhappy with your neighbors, unhappy about where you live, unhappy about your job, unhappy about your income, unhappy that you need a new car, ain't got a car, need a new house, need a new apartment, want a better life, want a different man. Damn. But you can't go out here and just snuff people out because shit is not going your way. Grow up. Grow up. Deal with it. Deal with it. We all deal with stuff we don't like. I'm tired of it. Every day. January, the month is not even out. And I've never seen such travesty and disrespect for human life. You storming the gate, breaking into a government building, beating up a cop, beating up civilians, breaking and entering, putting pipe bombs in buildings. For what? That man that just left office, he don't know you, baby. He don't care nothing about you. You better wake up. And you willing to give up your entire freedom for some man who don't know you and don't give a damn about you. Sitting back laughing at your dumb ass up there, storming the gate. Some of you were police officers, had good jobs, been in the military. You done carried your ass up to that Capitol showing out. Now I'm all off the subject I'm supposed to be on, but I'm showing you how crazy people are. They ain't got no damn sense. It's time for people to wake up. Y'all sit up here mad and crying and moaning over something that you don't have no control over. You don't have no control over who's voted for the mayor, the president, vice president, nothing. Deal with it. Damn. What you want to do next? Strap a bomb against yourself? Strap a bomb around your waist because you mad Biden is in office? I mean, come on. Seriously? Because you don't care. That's why I keep trying to tell you. You don't know these knuckleheads out here. You don't know these people. These are the same people that are swear for God. They law-abiding citizens, but they the same ones that's up at that Capitol beating up folks, breaking and entering, vandalizing stuff. Now they over here in Oregon, breaking into the Democratic building. All for what? What the building do to you? Nothing. How you doing, Blondie? How you doing? You don't know people. I tell people that all the time. You just sit up here and be talking to people, laughing with people. Just stupid. Hell, somebody told me this yesterday morning in a conversation from the date site. And this is off subject, but I stupidly told him I'm on YouTube, and he then went in and listened to one of the videos and gonna come back and say, am I a witch? What the fuck? Do I look like a witch? I almost used the N-word. Excuse me. I was like, how you get that? Oh, it's your energy. How is my energy related to a witch? That don't even make no sense. Then he said, oh, I didn't mean to offend you. Well, Negro, you did. Because you sound stupid. What the fuck am I saying up here that makes you think I'm a damn witch? Then he had the nerve to say something about he was a sorcerer. I thought, what is going on? Oh. Too young anyway. He ain't fully grown. 35 years old. Boo-boo, you got some living to do. Queen will be 50 next Friday. I don't know what you about, but that ain't how I rock. I let him know that ain't my type of hype. And to call the queen, you listen to one video, and from a video, you gonna tell me, am I a witch? I got good energy. Well, when did a witch ever have good energy? Somebody help me, I'm drowning. Damn, you people are crazy out here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You don't know people. You've already let me know in a 2-minute conversation something is not right with you, that you would come to that conclusion about me because I told you I was on YouTube. But some of you all told me a month and a half ago or so, don't tell nobody you on YouTube. Don't tell them folks, don't tell no men that you meet. Don't tell them you on YouTube. You damn right about that. So we will not be telling nobody else we on this jukebox. You done went from telling me I'm a witch and you a sorcerer and you bring in good something. Nigga, please. Sounds stupid. Excuse my language. See, that's what I don't do. That stupid people talk. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I don't have time for it. And I didn't mean to get crunk, but that bothered me because it was like, Where would you get this from? You don't even know me. We ain't even talked on the phone or nothing. We just sending messages like what you're doing right now, typing and I'm reading. Golly, just... I thought I prayed for whoever hook up with you, whatever cutie pie hook up with you, because she getting ready to get her hands full. She about to end up on Oxygen and the ID channel fucking with your ass. Damn buffoons. Excuse my language. Forgive me. I can't, damn. Huh? Just judging with not knowing you. I mean, but look, Tasha. I can come across so many different ways in my lives. I can be like this. I can be like this. People don't know where I'm coming from. But I don't know what video he tuned into. Because the last videos have been about the children and the kids missing out of New York. So I'm trying to figure out, what did you see in the video to say, are you a witch? Damn. Oh. Woo, baby, I'm about to sing me some spiritual songs up in here. There's a leak in this old building. Do you hear me? I do need to go to church. I need to be sitting at church at 5 o'clock in the morning. Because these demons out here is, ooh, they ain't nothing but Satan. Then sent one of them damn, ooh, let me hush. Oh, I ain't gonna never meet a man. I'm gonna say it. Lord, this is sickening to me. I don't know, Tasha. I don't know, but he just said, I only said that because of your energy. So I'm thinking he did watch one of the videos or just got like a few minutes into the video. You just woke up my child. Girl, what, you better put your child in another room. You know the quiet queen is. I just was like, even if I thought that of somebody, I wouldn't tell them. You're on a date site and that's what you're going to type in the box. Are you a witch? He told me that not to be offended. He didn't mean to offend me, but it was the energy that I gave that made him think that. So in my mind, I guess he's trying to say witchery is not really negative because he's a sorcerer and he bringing positive light or something. Negro, I'm not trying to hear what you're talking about because I believe in the Bible and I'm not even supposed to be having this conversation with you about no witchery, sorcery, or nothing else. Golly. Damn. I'm telling you what kind of people he around. No, you mean what kind of person is he? Because that's his choice to be talking about at 35 years old. He into sorcery and all that. Negro, you've been watching too much television and Batman and Robin. Matter of fact, mine is Robin. Robin been gone. You watch too much TV and you off into that imaginary world. And it's a lot of people like that. They are stuck into that realm of TV and their mind is in an imaginary world, and when they talk to you, that's what comes out is La La Land, video games, it's all that. Harry Potter. Y'all gonna make me have a stroke up here. Wait a minute. Does too much video games too. Well, he probably do. He's 35. He's 14 years younger than me. I was just, he made conversation or whatever, and I didn't want to be rude, so I just was like, he said hello, I say hello. Hell, I didn't know saying hello back to you was going to lead to me being a witch and all that. Well, hell, where my broom at? I need it, because I want to fly up out of here. Can that broom make it to Atlanta, to the Tyler Perry Studios? Let me go check. You can send me a broom/Uber. Whatsoever. Crazy. People are stupid out here. Girl, Tasha, let me tell you something. This is supposed to be a serious live, but I see it's then ventured off into the crazy side of the world. It doesn't matter. I told my homeboy this the other day, and I call him my brother. I said, it doesn't matter if they 30, if they 28, if they 50, if they're 60, if they're 45, they don't want anything. I have met numerous men, conversation, met in person, whatsoever, they don't want nothing. Will message me, return the message, still, hey Sophia, it's nothing. Phone tag, day for day for day. I'm almost 50. I'm getting old. I don't have time to play on the phone. I hate the phone. I'm tell you the truth. I don't care for this internet stuff. I don't care for typing all damn day on the phone. I don't care for searching for stuff. I'm old school. Give me a landline. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, yes. May I speak to Pookie, Ray Ray? May I speak to the bill collector? I want to hear you back on the phone. All this whole, please, playing music. I'm not with none of this stuff. What you just say? I wish my husband would spend his time playing video games. There's money to be made. Tasha, you go to sleep. Don't start no mess up in here. But I'm being serious. These men are not serious out here. They message like they're interested, and all they want to do is play phone tag, jump on, don't call you back, don't message back, wake up 3 days later. How you doing? Hello, Miss Lady. What? Pookie and Ray Ray. Yeah, that's all they are. Boring. Chew my paw off. I didn't intend to be this age going through the motions like this. This is so disrespectful to a woman almost 50 trying to have a decent life. You understand what I'm saying? And all you want to do is play in the inbox with stupid messages, stupid comments, derogatory comments. And it's like, you don't even know me. Always wanting a telephone number. Hey, can I get your number? Damn, you just said hello. You want a number? We haven't even talked. Church man. Girl, I'm shutting this live down. Bye, A. Miller. The church men got a woman. They got a wife. Wifey. Sorry. They got a woman. Hell, I'm 55 and married to a 60-year-old that need to grow up. Take your time. I'm getting rid of this mess. Damn, Blondie, is it that bad? Okay. Look at Marshall Tickle. I'm single. You're right. I can't find a good man either nowadays. It's terrible. It's terrible. Life with mercy. How old are you, baby? Because I'll be 50. I'll be 50 next Friday if I live to see it. I'm just like, wow. I'm going to have to rewind. It's 104, but I'm present. Okay, Sophia. You must be in California. Or you somewhere else. It's depressing. And I'm telling you, after looking at all this stuff that's going on in the world, how crazy people act, and all the stuff I bring to you on this channel about these crazy nonsense with children, men. Sometimes, I'll do a video about the date site, just how to break it up. I like to talk about various subject matter. I don't like to stick to no one thing to talk about, and we're in a world where people don't like certain topics. That's why I don't get a lot of views on certain topics, because most of you all like true crime. That's where I get most of my views. I'm making myself laugh, Tasha. Do you understand? But nonetheless, I'm a human being. I deserve respect. Okay. I deserve respect. And I just can't see how I got to this point in life at almost 50 trying to date. And I can't even get a decent conversation. Just like one guy I met. Okay. This has nothing to do with my video title. I said I don't like doing this. Talk decent from upstate New York. I mean, not upstate New York, but New York. I thought, okay, that's a good conversation. Honey, supposed to call me back. Ain't heard nothing back. Whole day went by last Sunday. I said, well, let me wake up, let me call, let me see, is everything okay? Do he want to join the live and discuss some topics with us? Discuss what it's like living in New York with the COVID. I thought that'd be a good topic. I ain't heard nothing from the Negro. He waits till 1 o'clock in the morning once he realized I said, well, that's okay. Oh, I'll call you in an hour. You think the queen getting ready to sit and wait for you to call her at 2 in the morning? Oh, yeah, you got me bent. Thank you, Tasha. Just utter buffoonery. Just buffoonery. I can give you the press. I just want my dog and me to be back ourselves, like they be careful what you ask for, Queen. Well, that's true. That's why I have to be careful what I claim, because I know the scripture tells you that you have to be careful what you claim. You know how we get mad at the world, we complain, and you can be talking crazy about, I want out of here, I want this. Next thing you know, your ass is on the street, or you're getting evicted, you're getting put out, you're getting a non-renewal of a lease, you're getting something crazy. Anything can happen. Your house can catch on fire. You do have to be careful what you put out into the universe, what you talk about, because it says it in Psalms, speak it and it shall be so. And we don't think about things like that. We don't think about the stuff we get mad about and complain about, and then boom, before you know it, you in that situation that you was just venting about. Now your back is up against the wall and you got a new problem. But I can tell you what, I'm just over this conversation of talking to these men. I just don't want to talk to them no more. I don't want to respond. I don't want them messaging me. I just feel like I need to, once again, take my profile down because I'm tired. I'm very disgusted. I am just disgusted. I don't dwell on it like I used to. I don't dwell on it. It's sad to me because I'm like, wow, I'm not guaranteed to see tomorrow. I could get sick today. I could have a heart attack, a stroke, anything. And I've been sitting here wasting my time chitter-chattering with a bunch of idiots that don't want nothing. All they want to do is come see you, pat and rub, fondle, get on about the business, go pick up the next little cutie, because the internet is the best way to get you somebody without even having to leave the comfort of your damn living room. Well, Tasha, we'll see. We will see where you come. But guess what? Back to the subject. I don't want what the hell was down there in Louisiana. I don't want that. I don't want that one. A married man that would shoot me in my damn head inside my own damn car. That's a cold Negro. He killed that woman like that. That brother cold. That's a cold Negro. You shoot that woman like that, you are cold, baby. And you shot that woman with her child in the car, that shows you don't got no love for nobody. Yeah. When is your time? He will be there. Don't rush. Stop thinking about it in goodwill. Well, Blondie, I don't. What I do is I wake up. I give thanks. Hey, Candy. I just give thanks. I try to stay positive. I just go with the flow. I just do the queen. I just do the queen. And I'm sure some of these little nasty pilgrims have watched the queen and be like, that heifer talking about me on her YouTube channel. She sure is. She sure is talking about your dusty ass. She talking about you. You just better be glad she ain't put your government name out there. I don't know your government name no way, because I know some of them probably lied and they told the truth about who they are. Oh, dusty Negroes. I'm sick of all of them. I can't. They make me sick. I can't deal with it. And you know what's crazy? You have these men who complain about what they want from a woman, this and that. They don't want you to have a lot of drama in your life. They don't want somebody that's got a lot of people running in at their house, this, and this. I have a very zen life. Do you understand what I'm saying? No obligations, no pets, no nothing. No meddling relatives, no nothing. So it baffles me when I meet them, don't hear nothing else, or I talk to them and explain, my situation, how I live, woo woo. It's like it's weird to me because it's like I thought you men wanted to be with somebody that didn't have a lot going on. Because, you meet me and they'll say that, oh, she had male some children. She had all of these grandbabies. She had this. She had that. She took in this. She took in a goat. She took in a monkey. She took in this. So you be like, oh, okay. So I don't have all that going on, but yet can't meet anybody. So it's like, what is the problem? I don't know. Of course, this region I'm in, a lot of the black men don't really care for black women. Yeah, I'm going to go and say it on the live because I don't care. It's my channel. They don't like us. They don't. Well, I don't know if it's because I'm confident or not. I don't think really a lot of them give you a chance to even show that you're confident. They just poof gone. They just, I don't know. The good Lord will send you an awesome gentleman when the time is right. Pray, believe, have faith. You're fabulous. Well, thank you, Life for Mercy. I appreciate that. But I guess that's why I get up here. I make my little videos. I talk to you guys. I chit chat. I vent. Whatever. That's probably the best highlight of my day. Hi, Louisiana. How are you? I just sit up here and I chill with you guys. Talk about random stuff. Horrible stuff. That's the best thing. Okay, Sophia. We do have a lot of craziness going on in the world, and like I said, we all need prayer because we're in desolate times. The devil is busy. He is trying to take reign, and it's obvious by the behavior of these people out here in the street. So you need to be very careful the company you keep and the people that you hang with, the people you take up with, the people you ride or die with. You need to be very careful. Oh, thank you so much, Jenny. I appreciate that. There are the problem. I met my husband on POF. We have been married for 3 years, and he's getting my foot to hit the door. What? Wait a minute. Let me hit that again. Say what? Then I'm going to buy me some new shoes. Blondie, what is going on? POF. Oh, I know about POF. It's just about as rank as the one I'm on now. It's all the same. It's all the same. Because you have people that's disingenuous. That's what the problem is. These men are on these sites, women too. They're not serious about trying to have a life with a person. They're just wanting to flirt and play, sex talk, want to exchange pictures, all that type of foolishness. They don't want anything. They don't want anything. And I feel sorry for any woman with a man or a mate, let's say, because these people are using these apps, sites to hook up with people, and they don't have no intention of being with you. They already got somebody. And this is just an easy way for them to pick up somebody. Then, there's no more going out to the gas station, the bar, pick up you a little cutie. No, honey, you can sit right there and play on your phone, pick out you a picture, send them a message. Onward we go. I met somebody recently. That's all I'll say. Well, I haven't met anybody. I've talked to maybe 2 the past week. Haven't heard nothing from them. I'm just like baffled. Like, wow, how do you... I just don't get it. How can you be talking to somebody, talking about your private life, talking about your personal problems, and then just poof, vanish the next day? Call, won't answer the phone, won't send a text back, won't say nothing. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter the age. Because some of you will say, well, get an older one, get her this. No, boo-boo, it does not matter the age. Yep, buying new shoes after I kick him out the door and get me a margarita and chill. Wait a minute, POF was a bad site for me. No real man there. Well, Life with Mercy, POF in my area, the first really 2 years had more white men on it. Because like I said, I live in East Tennessee, and this is a white Caucasian area where I live. We have more white people where I live. So that was to be expected. Now, I could filter through Atlanta or whatever, and it be some black men will pop up every blue moon. But now, it's been a while since I've been on POF. I've been on POF a couple months. They have more black men on there now. If I choose to, date a black man. But it wasn't like that well, coming up 3 years ago when I first got on there were hardly no black men on POL. None, 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 none. Well, Victor's story, obviously. Well, I realized that. And you all know from my videos back in November, December, I talked a lot about the date site. You know, we would have them long lives where I talked about my experiences on the date site. And it was sad to me because you all know how I talked about a certain person out of Nashville who was a A1 bum. He was a fucking bum. And yeah, I'm going to say that. And he just lied and made up stuff and, cried wolf and all of those type of buffoonery. And I just said to myself, I realize how sick these people are out here. They will sell you a wet rag and hope you buy it. Just sickening. The stunts he would pull with always throwing his kids up in the equation, and I'm trying to meet somebody that's going to love me and love my kids and da 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 da. How somebody going to love your kids, Negro, when you can't even return a fucking phone call? What are you saying? Just ignorant as hell. Ignorant. If I saw him right now, I'm telling you, I would fucking kick his ass. Do you hear me? Kick him in his damn shins. It makes me sick. It's stupid as hell. Well, and see, that's the point. You said you met him on 2013, Black People Meet. We have 4-year-old twins and an 8-year-old anniversary. Well, that sounds wonderful, Tasha. I'm happy for you. I'm on the edge of my bed. You ought to be on the edge of your bed. My God, girl is sickening. I'm telling you. Look. Looking at this story here with this woman and this married man, I'm telling you, you cannot win. You cannot win. That's why I keep trying to tell people, it doesn't matter. You get your inhaler because you're going to need it fooling with the queen. I keep telling people every time I talk to people, it doesn't matter if he's 25, if he's 50, 60. They lie. They lie. They cannot tell the fucking truth. And it's like, what is the problem? You haven't even met me yet. How can you be lying to somebody? How can you be lying to somebody you haven't even met? We haven't met. We're talking. Sorry about that. Sorry. Buffering. But yeah, they are crazy. Because it's like what I said. These people out here, these men are using social media as a way to meet and greet women. And they don't have no intention of being serious to get to know you, to date you, court you. It's just a hookup site. I don't care if it's Facebook. I don't care if it's Instagram. Whatever you own, date site, it doesn't matter. It's just trying to find a way to get them a piece of nookie, wookie, cookie, and they leave you high and dry, won't return a phone call, won't visit, won't do nothing, don't want to take you out to eat, don't want to do nothing. Now that we have COVID, to just use the excuse, well, I don't want to go in no restaurant. I don't want to catch no COVID. You catching COVID when you go through the McDonald's line and you letting somebody pass your bag in your car. You going to Chick-fil-A, Popeye's Chicken, Applebee's, wherever the hell you going. Negro, please stop the games, okay? Enough. Come on with all that. I don't want to sit in no restaurant. I don't want to sit. But yet you still buying fast food restaurant food through the drive-thru. Do you know how many people touched your sandwich, coughed and hacked, touched your cup? I'll wait. I'm not slow. I'm my mama's first child. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm my mama's first child. The eldest and the smartest. So if you're looking for a damn buffoon, you done picked the wrong one. Yeah, wookie, kooky, all of that. It's just sickening. Well, no, Regina, we was talking about this storyline about this woman being murdered, but it ventured off. That happens sometimes on Everyday Shenanigans. That's why I jumped off and did this story by itself, and then I decided to testify before the court without a lawyer. And here we are talking about the date site, which I apologize because I try not to. Oh, Lord. Somebody that just sent the message right now from the date site. Somebody that heard their name. Y'all hear me? I just got a message from the date site. Somebody that heard the damn name. Ding, 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 ding. Their ears was ringing. Look, I know exactly. Let me tell y'all something my daddy told me a long time ago. My daddy said, you want to get rid of a man? You want to get rid of a man? Ask him for some money and see how quick he run. Bye, Felicia. I'm keeping it 100. My daddy was hell, honey. My daddy was keeping it like it is. Is it the sorcerer? I don't think so. No, it don't look like his profile. Love you too. Love you too, Zai. But you understand what I'm saying? My daddy told me that. You want to get rid of a man? Ask him for some money. He said that's the first thing that'll make a man run. Ask him for some money out the gate. He gonna leave and let you know he didn't want nothing in the first place. And it's the truth. And maybe that's what I should start doing as soon as they message. How you doing? Ooh, you so pretty. How you doing? My cash app is doop, 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 doop. And see how I go. It's sad. And then you repeat the same thing over and over and over. Hi, my name is Angela. I'm into this. I do this. I do this for a living. Blah, blah, blah. It's like a broken record. Just keep repeating the same damn thing. And then they don't want to talk. They'll say, well, can I get your phone number? And it's like, we haven't even talked. Why you want my phone number? We haven't even had a conversation. So that he letting me know he doesn't want anything. The site is for you to talk. And they now give you a video chat option. So why do you want to get off and talk on the phone when the site gives you an option to video chat? That don't even make any sense. See, girl, I'm telling you, this shit is crazy. Does he have a sword? Okay, Lakita, go on with all that now. I don't care what that Negro got. You think I'm going to be interested in somebody that would accuse me of being a fucking witch? No, they don't get more Matua Miller. Bye. I should have asked him, is your mama a witch? The heifer that brought you here, is she a witch? I mean, that's just disrespectful. I'm telling you. Hey, and we're not going to talk about the women that have been approaching me. I've had some women approach me too. And I had a little young girl approach me the other day. And what she said to me would make your eyes water. I said, damn, what is really going on? I'm telling you, I got to get off. I got to go off of the sites. I'm trying to tell you. She said something to me that two other men said to me over a month ago. It was a white man and it was a black man. And I said to myself, do these men know each other? Why are they saying the same thing to me? That's weird. Very weird. What you say? I think a sorcerer, hold on, is just a male witch. So I really think he was trying to pay a compliment. You know what hearts do? Queen don't care about that. Don't talk to me about nothing like that. Just say hello. How you doing, Miss Lady? Nice to meet you. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. You don't have to go into all that old extra stuff. Because you've already turned me off by asking me that. And then that lets me know you into something that I'm not into. So where can it go? And I'm already 14 years older than you. So I also have to count that into the equation. So guess what? No, thank you. No, thank you. I keep trying to tell you, I'm not trying to end up on Dateline or the ID or the Oxygen network fooling with these fools. Because this is how you can end up being a YouTube story. And y'all think it's funny, but it's the truth. Well, whichever. What I did for my man, snapped all of it. Queen not trying to go out like that. I got enough going on. I mean, I have a very simple life. I don't have a lot of personal stuff going on. I stay to myself. I don't like problems. And I do not want to get tangled up with some low-rate man that's got a lot of drama going on. I cannot do it. I can't deal with it. Now, Jenny, you asking the wrong person, baby. Well, Regina, now you do know we are human. You know at some point we all gonna get a little lonely and we all gonna want a little company. So you know what happens, because we all grown. But that's the thing I'm trying to say. It's just do or die out here. They don't want to get to know you, period. They're not interested. They're just not interested. They don't care. Right now, it really won't matter what kind of woman you are. They don't want anything. They don't even give you a chance to get to the loose stage. You can't just hold a conversation and they fall off. They just fall off. They haven't even met you yet. They're all interested and attached and trying to date on one finger. Well, all I can say is it's just an easy way to use people, manipulate people, con people. That's all I'm seeing with a lot of the social media apps. It is just a way for people to try to get in your pocketbook, try to get in your mind, and orchestrate and just use you, you know. And a lot of men, they don't even have to meet you, have relations with you, date you, none of that. It could just be just a game to play on the phone. I got her, she calling me back, she talking to me, and then a couple hours later, next day, you think you're getting ready to resume a conversation. He already moved on to the next girl lined up in the queue on the date site. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just a game. It's just a game. Well, they don't want to offer you anything. You first of all, in order to date a woman, you would have to want to offer her something at some point. You'd have to have something to offer from yourself. If you don't want to go out anywhere, you don't want to take her anywhere, well, then what are the other options? The only options is she comes to your place and you go to hers. So we already know what time of day it is when they already want to come visit you, but don't want to take you anywhere. Because as soon as they get in, now they want to touch and pat and do all of that type of stuff. Okay, so now you let me know that's all you're about. That's why you have to be leery when that's all they want to do is say, well, can I come see you? Can we meet? I told a guy that last week. I said, we haven't even talked. I just had just jumped on the video chat. And he just kept staring in the phone like he was so enamored. And next thing I know, he's like, when can we meet? I said, don't you want to talk to me? I was like, dang, this is crazy. Intimacy. That's a pretty word for screwing. Excuse my language. Intimate. Yeah. They don't want to be intimate. They just want to screw. Sorry, not sorry. They want nothing else from you. I appreciate that, Tasha, but I'm just telling the truth. They don't want to do nothing but have sexual relations. They don't want to be intimate. They don't want to hold a conversation. They don't want to learn anything about you. They don't want to take you out on a dinner date or take you to the coffee house. They don't want to do any of that. They just want to come touch and pat and rub and fondle, get out the door and go on back to what the hell they was doing before they came to your door. I agree with you about there are good, responsible men who do truly care about a lady. Well, Marshall, where are they? 39 likes, 45 watching. Y'all hit the like button. Thank you, thank you. Right. Respect. Where is Nitra? Nitra must have went to sleep. Cherie must have fell off and went to sleep too. I got 44 in the room, 39 thumbs up. Thank you all so much. Sorry we kind of veered off the subject. I kind of veered off the subject of the lady being murdered down in Louisiana. But since we were talking about doggy men, why not testify before the court? I did. I'm sorry. I'm 1 hour and 21 minutes in. I'm not going to keep you all long because it is late. But, you know, I just pray no other woman subjects herself to this story because I've seen somebody. Oh, Sherry's still there. I've seen the ramifications of dating married men. And it usually doesn't end in a woman's favor. Now, I'm not saying there are not some men out here that don't wine and dine, buy gifts. But in the end, he's not your man. He may act like he's your man. He may even say, I'm your man. I don't care for her. I don't love her. I'm just married to her. I can't leave her right now because I don't want to divide up my estate, my woo-woo. I got kids. You know, all the lies they tell. But in the end, when you count dating somebody day for day, day for day, day for day, you have to ask yourself, look at all the time you wasted courting a married man, but it's nothing in the end. Because to me, if he truly loved you or fell in love with you, he would choose you. And it wouldn't matter what his financial situation is with his wife. He'd say, I'm willing to risk getting some of my stuff taken away because I'm in love with this woman over here. And it doesn't matter. It's just things. You understand what I'm saying? Want sex, buy a toy, and occupy your mind. Do not let us be your downfall. Oh my God. Regina, I can't. Stop. Y'all killing me. But you understand what I'm saying? Day for day, year for year, being with a married man or a married woman, it's the same thing. At some point, so like to me, you would feel lonely and say to yourself, well, I deserve better than this. Because just imagine all the years you've wasted. Just imagine had you chose somebody who did like you and wanted to offer you nice things, spend time with you, that you could have built a decent, wholesome relationship with that person, but you didn't because you wasted all this time over here with this married person, and they still got their spouse. And what about if something happens to them? Will you feel comfortable going into the funeral home? Will they allow you to come in there? Because most people going to know you've been messing around if the secret's out. So see, people don't think about stuff like that. And I think of a woman I know who dated a married man for years. And they would go out in public with each other to the little juke joint, whatever. But then when he died, I wasn't around at the time, but I wondered, did she even get to go view the body? You understand what I'm saying? Did they let her come in and view the body? Because imagine you've been dating this man for years, slumbering with this man for years, but then he gets sick, then he passes away. Were you able to go to the hospital? Were you able to go to the funeral home? Were you able to go to the funeral? Probably not. So now the only memory you have of him is the last time that you saw him. Sophia said, close your legs, Mary. Okay. But you understand what I'm saying. It's that what is the end all to the affair? Because when you start talking about 20 years, 30 years of dating a married person, that's a long, long time. And you'd have to say to yourself, I've wasted a lot of years on somebody else's spouse. And it doesn't matter if you didn't want to marry him or not, or wanted a relationship with him or her or not, or marriage or whatever. You just said, no, I don't want to get married. Let's just say he said, well, I'll leave her, I'll marry you. And you say, no, I don't want to be married to you. I done did that. No, I don't want to be married. Still, you still coinciding with this person who is with somebody else. And trust me, that somebody else know that you exist. So she hanging around waiting on what? He won't leave you alone. And then the wife is sitting here waiting for him to leave her alone. So everybody is sitting around waiting on the other one to do something. When one could step up and say, I fold. I don't want this anymore because I'm better than this. I'm better than this. And that's what's crazy to me, is the long-winded relationships with married people to where it's 20, 30 years. That's a long time to invest your own personal time and space and mindset to somebody that's in cahoots with somebody else. And it doesn't matter what he or she has told you about the relationship with that person. They are still legally married with that person, and they live in the same house with that person. And I don't care if they tell you they sleep on the couch, a cot, another room, the den, the lazy boy. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You still on the outside. And they may treat you like you on the inside. But that is not your spouse. And at some point, don't you want more for yourself? Even if you don't want to remarry or marry, don't you want your own relationship where you can be seen in public? You don't have to sneak around. You don't have to worry about people gossiping about you. You don't have to worry about nobody trying to get you fired from a job and telling your business. trying to get the whole community to go down, turn on you. What's wrong with just saying, I just prefer to have my own person to date that's unobligated. They're not married. They don't have any baggage, don't have any drama, because I deserve better than that. You're a nice person, but I can't see myself getting wrapped up in this, because where can it go? Well, Barry, you probably will. You probably will block your own blessings. Because I just think at some point, especially as you get older, when I think of somebody I know, how you can just keep getting older, 60-something years old, you still messing around with somebody married. What is the point? All that time you spent with him, you could have been out here dating somebody who wasn't married. Even if you two didn't ever want to marry each other, why not just go out here and get your single man and y'all date, coincide, whatever. And it's no stress, it's no problem. Because let me tell you something, I'm going to check out of here. The thing people don't seem to realize about dating people that's with other people is it can go about 3 ways. He can shoot you because you decide you don't want to be with him no more. Or stab you, whatever. His wife, girlfriend, could find you, shoot, stab you. Or you can get angry because shit ain't going your way with him, and you can shoot or stab him. 3 different ways. 3 different casualties. Do you understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, baby. Look at the missing persons case of Maya Millett from Chula Vista, California. No, baby, I haven't. But that's my point. Is that when you got 3 people tangled up with one another, anything can jump off. Hello, Queen. Thank you, honey. Thank you, guys, child. Thank you. I hate you came in so late because I'm about to check out of here because I don't want to stay on too long. But that's what I'm saying about that type of situation. When I think about this lady dating this married man and he ended up killing her, any one of them could have flipped the script on the other one. The husband could have killed the wife. The wife could have killed the husband. The mistress could have killed the wife. The mistress could have killed the lover. But instead, the husband killed the mistress. Why would I want to cheat and lie? Why would I interfere with the sanctity of a marriage? Crazy, stupid. Thank you. I'm right. But like I said, we're all flawed. We have all made mistakes, sinned, fornicated. It's about changing. Because there's nothing wrong with redeeming yourself. Anybody can redeem themselves. And that's all I'm saying in this message is that here's a lady who had a 3-year-old child. And she got tangled up with this man. And one day he decided to off her. And he shot her in the head. And he dumped her in the ditch. And then he drove her car back to the apartment complex or wherever it was. And he left her 3-year-old child in that damn car. And anything could have happened to that baby. And the fact that she was wandering around means she opened the door and got out that car. Think about it. She either opened the door or he let her out. Either way, it's worse no matter how you think about it. Because I was just thinking about that just now. How did the baby get out of the car? How did she get out of the car? Somebody put her out or she opened the door and let herself out. Either way, she could have been harmed. She could have been kidnapped. You see, this man was selfish. Because one, he was cheating on his wife. And he enamored with this woman over here from his job. And they get tangled up. And then it got heated. She gets pregnant. Don't know what she said to him. But on that fateful night, he decided to do her in. And the fact that you would sit inside of a car with somebody, close range, and shoot him in the head, homeboy was letting her know he wasn't playing around with her. And she lost her life for 1, getting tangled up with this loser. 2, getting knocked up by the loser. And 3, whatever she said to that loser. And now a 3-year-old, who's now older, now she's probably about 7, is being raised by somebody else. Very horrific story. When I get more information pertaining to this story, I will bring you the said information. Hopefully he will probably go to trial this year. Hopefully Louisiana will get it right this time and get this case on the docket to get him tried. He currently has an $885,000 bond down in the state of Louisiana. And I'm praying for justice for this lady and this little baby who's been left behind, who's now a young girl, who no longer has a mother now because her mother got tangled up with a bum. And like I said, we all make mistakes. But like I said, when you start seeing the signs that a person is not right, it's probably best that you fold and leave them alone. The lie? Okay, I'll check it out, Tasha. I'll check it out. Yeah, this is a terrible story. And, forgive me for jumping off, venturing off, but you know how I do. Sometimes I can venture off the subject. But I brought it back home, basically just saying, you don't know people. You don't know these men out here. These men don't know these women out here. You don't know people. And everybody is not rooting for you. And everybody is not in your favor. And it's sad that some people have to learn when it's too late. Husband has control of the wife's estate, nothing but troubles. Well, Pink Blue, they all lost. One's dead, one's incarcerated, and the wife is foolishly standing beside a man who's locked up for killing another woman that he impregnated. And 9 times out of 10, he could get the death chair down there in Louisiana. So the wife is crazy to be standing beside him. For what? You were never going to have a life with him. You're going to hope and pray 12 members will say, we ain't got no proof. But see, where he messed up, he left a 3-year-old witness. He left a 3-year-old witness. And she's identified him as her mother's killer. A married cheating man will kill a woman he's cheating with if she threatens his marriage. Well, and allegedly that's what they're saying in the podcast, Regina, is that she did threaten him, threatened to go to his wife and tell the wife that she was pregnant. I don't know if this is true or not because she's dead. So maybe she told somebody this before she left the earth. Who wants second place? Not gold, but the silver. Well, we all settle for stuff that we don't have no business settling for. And it ain't even got to be with nobody married. Okay, go ahead, Blondie. I'm out of here. Thank you all for commenting. My allergies acting up, so my eyes are watering. Excuse me. Thanks for tuning in this late night on my second live. Stay tuned for more information that I'll be bringing you pertaining to the young babies out in California City. I have another horrific tale to bring to you here in a minute. I'll probably upload that video instead of going live with it because I need to hurry up and get some rest myself. But it is another terrible tragedy about a foster care baby out of South Carolina. I'll be bringing you that story here in a minute. I will jump on later this evening, possibly, with another live. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank you for all my 370-something new subscribers. God is good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Check out Duty Ron's channel. He has a lot of great content and panelists that have been on discussing the situation out in California. Tune in to the Chris Thorne show. He has a lot of great commentary, and he's very passionate about his opinions. Also, Miss TG Breaking News, Global News, if you like watching her. There's a few people I do rock with. I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator. That's how the queen rocks over here. I want to thank you all. Speak sooner or later. You'll reap what you sow. Pink, blue. Lord, you up here testifying up in my chat. Well, luckily, God is the only judge. Because if it was left for man and woman to judges, most of us would have been left here already. Okay, Tasha, I'll put the email down. It's Angela Logan 1971 @gmail.com. I really don't like giving my email out. I would prefer you just call me on IG. Big Sexy 71 on IG is where I prefer that you contact me. But if you want to send a donation to the channel, $ Big Angie 129. I do not accept any more super chats because YouTube takes a portion of that money out, and I do not want you all sending money that I will not be receiving. So I want to thank you for your support and your loyalty, for watching and tuning in. Know that we can agree to disagree, but so long as we're respectful to one another, we can keep the ride going cohesively. Yeah, just contact me on IG, baby. Big Sexy 71. Thank you all for joining me. I'll bring more information pertaining to all these stories. Praying for the children out in California, the baby brothers. I do not know where the story is going to end up. I'm praying for a resolution for these children. Praying for this young girl who now doesn't have a mother in Louisiana. Praying that this man goes before the court and is found guilty in murdering the school teacher. And also prayers for the little girl who I'm going to bring to you next, who lost her life in a foster home. God help us all, because there's something terribly wrong with these demons out here, and they don't have no regard for life. Sorry about that. That old buffering. Thank you all. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me. You all have a safe morning and a great Friday. I will try to come back with more content for this evening. And let's see what we can do on this wonderful Friday in the high 10. You all have a safe morning. Be safe going to work, at home. And we will resume again. Thank you. God bless all of you. Bye-bye.